Hi guys, this is John Horning, and I'm really glad you're here, especially if you own or manage a small business. If you don't know me, stick around and I'll tell you a little more about myself later. But first, I know you're busy, so I'll get straight to the point. I have an offer that I don't think you can refuse. I'm going to send an email to thousands of people in your area telling them about your great products and services. And I'm going to do it free. That's right, absolutely free. No obligation, no contract, no pestering you with phone calls, and I won't even ask for a credit card number. So now you're wondering, what's this free offer all about? How does it work? How will it help me? What's the catch? And can I trust this guy? You have lots of questions, but if you stick with me for a few minutes, I'll try to explain everything. Right now, I am in the process of collecting thousands of email addresses from people all over the United States. How am I doing it? Well, you may already know that I'm running a sweepstakes, giving away a $25 restaurant gift card every week for a year. And here's what the sweepstakes page looks like. And I'll read it. We're giving away $1,300 worth of restaurant gift cards. We arrive at the $1,300, by the way, by multiplying $25 times 52 weeks. There's a new winner selected every week, and you only need to enter once to be eligible for every drawing. If you do win, you get a choice of popular restaurants. I'm advertising the sweepstakes on Facebook and various contest sites, and we're also using special software that rewards people for sharing it with their friends. You can enter the sweepstakes yourself if you haven't already. I'll show you how at the end of this video, but first I want to mention a couple more things about the sweepstakes. A little lower down on the sweepstakes page you see this, and I'll read it. Why are we doing this? Our mission is simple: to help you find and shop at great local businesses in your community. After you sign up, you may occasionally receive offers from businesses in your area. Thank you for shopping local. And also note that when someone does fill out the form, we not only ask for their full name and email address, we also ask for their zip code. So when someone signs up, they give us their zip code and also agree to receive special offers from businesses in their local community. And that's where you come in. I'm sending emails to these people telling them about special offers from businesses like yours. Since I have their zip code, I can make sure they're only receiving offers from businesses near them. I call it Local Blast. So to recap, what I'm offering you today is to send a free Local Blast on your behalf, promoting your products and services to people in your local community. Your Local Blast offer can be any type of discount or special offer, such as buy one get one free, get a free thing 2 with purchase of thing 1, 10% off your purchase, $50 off with minimum purchase, etc. I hope you get the idea. Your offer can be whatever you want as long as it's not illegal or immoral. Of course, if you really want a great response to your offer, it's best to give away something that people really want. You may be wondering how many people will see your offer. Well, truthfully, it's hard to say. Our email list is growing every day, but in some areas it's probably still pretty small. If that's the case, we'll offer to do one Local Blast for you now, and then we'll do another one free later when our list gets bigger. Hopefully you're starting to get interested in my offer, but truthfully it's not for everyone. It's not for you if you have more business than you want, or you don't believe in advertising, or you hate offering special deals. If any of those things are true about you, then yeah, I guess our Local Blast is probably not for you. It's also not for you if you don't sell to the general public, so if you're a B2B type of business, Local Blast probably won't work for you either. So who is Local Blast for? Basically, it's for any business owner or manager who understands the value of offering something special in order to get people to call or walk in the door of their business. It would be easier to list businesses that Local Blast is not for, but I'm going to list a few that it is for. And I've written these down in no particular order. I'm just going to read them. Restaurants, pizza shops, automotive services, hair and beauty salons, gym and fitness centers, tanning salons, tattoo parlors, plumbers, roofers, locksmiths, landscapers, lawn care services, small retail stores, carpet cleaners, pest control, home remodeling, dentists, chiropractors, attorneys, coffee shops, cleaning services, insurance, cell phone services, home security, etc. And I apologize if I left your business off the list. It is not intended to be all-inclusive. Local Blast is especially for you if you have ever advertised in a coupon mailer, or run a Groupon or similar deal, advertise in the Yellow Pages, or run an ad on Facebook. And speaking of Facebook, if you have ever even thought about advertising there, please talk to me first. Facebook is a great way to promote your offers, but you have to do it right. You want to encourage sharing, deliver the offer in a professional way, and very importantly, have a follow-up system of reminders to make sure that people take advantage of your offer. And we can help you with all that. Okay, so I've told you what we're offering and who it's for, and hopefully you're starting to think this might be something for you. But you're still wondering why we're doing all this free. What's the catch? Well, like most business owners, I know it helps to run special offers to get customers in the door, because after that you have a chance to upsell them. That's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm hoping to get you in the door by offering you a free local blast. I'm just practicing what I preach. I won't hide the fact that by giving you something free, I'm hoping you'll become a satisfied customer and then want one of my paid services. You see, we also offer an upgraded version of Local Blast that can get you 10 times the results or more, and for not much money. But we can talk about that later. Okay, we've covered a lot of things. I told you what we're offering, why we're offering it, and also who it's for. But if you don't happen to know me, you're probably thinking, who is this guy and why should I trust him? Okay, that's fair. I would feel the same way if I were you. I promised to tell you more about myself, so here goes. First, I have to admit that I'm not real comfortable about being on camera, but here is a picture of me with my wife, Susan. I also have to admit that I'm not as young as most of the guys you see pitching things on the internet. I'm entrepreneurial by nature, which has been good and bad, sometimes really good and sometimes really bad. Maybe you can relate. I've owned several small businesses. My most successful one was a long-distance telephone company called Akron-Canton Connection. You may have never heard of it. It was small by comparison, but it did well enough, grossing over $2 million a year before we sold it to a larger company. And this is me on the cover of a trade magazine during the time that I owned the phone business. Like many business owners, I can't say that all my ventures have been successful. For example, after I sold the phone business, I opened a shipping and copy store which lost money for 12 months straight before I had to finally close it. It's not something I'm proud of, but that's life. Hopefully I've learned some things from the experience. The point is, I know what it's like to be a small business owner, and I also know what it's like trying to market your products and services. It's not easy and can be really frustrating, not to mention expensive. I'm old enough to remember what it was like before the internet came along. Things were simpler back then. But the internet brought some exciting opportunities for us entrepreneurs. We saw people use the internet to create some amazing businesses, and we're still seeing it today. But sadly, most business owners don't seem to have a clue about how to use the internet to their advantage. And it's not their fault. The problem is that there's just way too much information and advice out there. And here's just a sampling of the advice you'll get. Build a website, create some content, get your website ranked in the search engines, run a Google ad, create a Facebook page, boost a Facebook post, build an email list and send messages to it. Get accounts on Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, etc. There's no end to it. It's frustrating and very confusing. Believe me, I've been there. I finally realized that the key to success was to focus on one thing at a time. And the first thing I personally needed to focus on was to decide exactly what my goal was. I didn't own a business when I really started thinking about this, so my first task was to pick a product or service to offer. I knew I wanted to use the internet regardless of what business I decided to pursue. And as for what to offer, I kept coming back to the idea of helping other small business owners, many of whom I knew were struggling. So to say it in other words, I decided to start a marketing agency and work only with small business owners. Now, when most people start a marketing agency, they'll usually pick a couple of services to offer, and then they'll go out and ask business owners if they need those services. There's nothing wrong with that business model, but I had a couple problems with it. First of all, I hate cold calling. Secondly, I knew that what businesses really need is not marketing services. They need customers. They want people calling them or walking in the door. So, after a lot of brainstorming, research, and trial and error, I came up with an unusual plan to solve both of those problems. Instead of seeking out business owners first, I would instead start out by seeking their customers. And then I knew it would be easy to go to business owners armed with a list of potential customers for them. So that's exactly what I'm doing with the sweepstakes, but it doesn't end there. I have other plans, which are also a bit unusual, to help small business owners, but you'll learn more about those later. For now, on behalf of my wife and myself, we just sincerely hope you'll accept our offer to send a free local blast on your behalf. You will not be disappointed. Below this video, you should see a place to enter your email address. If you don't see it, just go to yalzi.com/offer. And Yalzi is spelled Y-A-L-Z-I. Yes, that's our website, yalzi.com. Why is it called Yalzi? Well, we don't have a great reason other than it's short, kind of cool sounding, and wasn't already claimed by someone else. We use the website as a place to put information about your business, but otherwise it doesn't really do much yet. Yalzi.com is actually a business directory which is growing day by day. Eventually, we think it will be a busy site and a good place to list your business. But back to what I was saying. When you submit your email address below, you will be taken to a page where I explain a few more details about how Local Blast works. First, you'll need to create an account on Yalzi.com. Then you'll fill out a little information about your business. I've tried to keep all this as simple and easy as possible. So just enter your email address below to get started. And one more thing, I promised at the beginning to give you a link to our sweepstakes page, so here it is, yalzi.com/sweepstakes. Pretty simple. So go ahead, enter your email address below and let's get started. And don't worry, we're not going to spam you or share your email address with anyone else. Thanks for your time, I really do appreciate it, and talk to you later.